I'm Mr. White Christmas, I'm Mr. Snow, I'm Mr. Icicle, I'm Mr. 10 Below. Friends call me Snow Miser, whatever I touch turns to snow in my crutch. I'm too much.
Hey everybody, Joe Roberts, 1WineDude.com, and I'm coming at you from a very cold post-holiday. In fact, it's post-New Year's hangover time in the Philly area. The flurries are in the air. The Winter Classic is happening downtown. It's awesome. And along with that wafting sound of jingle bells in the air, you know, we're dealing with the returning of crappy gifts that people gave us, you know, the stuff that we're not going to use. And you know, I'm going to talk geek to geek because as wine geeks, if you're like me, I'm sure you got gifts that, you know, just you're not really going to be that into. You're never going to use. I mean, people mean well, but you know, they give you like, you know, a big thermometer you're supposed to stick in a wine bottle or whatever. You know, these single-use devices that just aren't that useful. I'm a big fan of multi-purpose devices. You know, save space. In the immortal words of Tyler Durden in Fight Club, the things you own end up owning you. So I personally want to own less. And so what I thought is that I would talk to you about 2 wine gadgets that I actually use a lot. And so if you're returning some crappy gift, some weird wine related thing or whatever that your Aunt Cecilia gave you and you're never going to use it, maybe you could get these instead, right? And you'll actually use them. So that's the general gist of today's video. So both of these things you can get for under 20 bucks, and I use the hell out of both of them. All right, the first one. I think I got this as a sample. I don't remember all the details because I was out drinking with the people who make this, I think, one of the wine bloggers conferences. So don't hold it against me, all right? So the first thing is called Torque Screw. You can get this for probably about 17 bucks. You can see it's generally a waiter's friend corkscrew, right? And these are the best corkscrews, not corkscrew, but generally waiter's friends. I mean, in terms of the style of corkscrew. And yeah, if you're breaking the cork when you use them, you're probably doing it wrong. This thing's cool. So it's got that standard corkscrew. Got a foil cutter that's pretty sharp. You could probably, you know, fend off somebody attacking you with that. And it's got this weird thing on the bottom. Like, what is that? Well, this is for screw caps. And so I think it's more the ceremony, you know, so you're using a corkscrew and you're popping off the screw cap. But what I found is sometimes screw caps can have issues with the perforation. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes it does. This can give you a little bit extra torque in those situations to try and get it off without, you know, slicing your hand open, trying to rip the metal off or something to get the wine underneath. So that's kind of cool. But that's not the reason why I really like this, though. I'll tell you why I like it. Bottle opener. Magnet. So you got your refrigerator. This is not my refrigerator. It's just for purposes, general demonstration purposes. So the deal is you stick that on the side of your fridge, and then you open up the fridge, you take out a beer, you pop it open with this, back to the side of the fridge, you're back in business. That is awesome. All right, so generally there you've got your bottle opener, a pretty good corkscrew, something that'll help you with Skeldins even. That's a pretty decent deal. You know, there are multiple purposes there, 3 purposes at least. Does them all pretty well. Highly recommended. Now, the other one. This is aside from a corkscrew, this is the gadget that I use the most, hands down, no question, okay? And it's this Vacuvan sleeve. It's a wine chiller, right? You stick it in the freezer. The little cells freeze up, you know, like ice packs or something. And then you stick it over a bottle of wine and you chill it. It takes probably like 15-20 minutes to chill wine. I've managed to get this thing on stout bottles of sparkling wine. I mean, you name it. Anything but a Magnum and up, probably you can pretty much, this will work with. Even works with like bigger beers, like Chimay, and those things that come in the larger, you know, more wine size, standard wine size bottles. You can probably get this for between 10 and 12 bucks. It's faster than chilling in the fridge. Yeah, it is single purpose, but it's very handy. Stick this on, go drive to your BYOB, you got a white that you want to have with dinner, right? Put this in the back of your car. This thing is chilled by the time you're there. Is it as fast as a bucket with ice and water and a pinch of salt? No. That'll always chill the wine pretty much the fastest. But it's probably the next best thing in my experience. It's a hell of a lot more affordable. Now, the good news is $117, $15, whatever, then it was 10 or 12. With the gift that you return, you could probably get both of these, right, for that amount, and maybe even have a little bit left over. Get yourself a half-decent bottle of Torontes or something, right? So there you have it. Torque screw, vacuum van, two things I use all the time. Don't work for these guys or anything like that. They don't pay me in advertising. I just dig the products, and yeah, look. I mean, the bottom line is geek to geek, right? You're not going to use that damn wine thermometer, so just return that thing. You know, hopefully Aunt Cecilia had the presence of mind to, you know, buy that stuff on Amazon, so it's going to be easy for you to take it back, get some stuff like this that you're actually going to use, right? Anyway, if you end up using those things and they're great or they suck, I'd love to hear about it either way. Much more to come, by the way, on 1WineDude.com about the future of what I'm going to be doing this year and the crazy, weird, insane stuff I'm going to be getting into very shortly. So more on that soon. Till then, happy New Year, happy post-New Year hangover. Talk to you soon. Cheers.
I never wanna know a day that's over 40 degrees.